Lead cast bullets. Can you shoot them out of a Glock? I don't know. A lot of people say because of the polygonal rifling on the in the Glock barrels that you shouldn't be shooting hard cast lead. It'll foul the barrel up and potentially explode the gun. I don't know. For as many people as I've talked to, or as many stories as I've heard of guns going kaboom after getting fouled up, I've never actually met anybody that's happened to, or talked to anybody that's happened to. I have talked to people, however, that have shot tens of thousands of hard cast lead bullets through their Glock with their factory barrels. With that being said, I don't know if you really want to chance it, just to save a few bucks on your jacketed ammo versus your lead, that's up to you. The easy and safe solution is to just get one of these Lone Wolf factory barrel replacement barrels. This is just a 40 Smith & Wesson barrel. I did get the threaded version once again. Just, someday I might get a silencer. And so you just swap out your barrel, your Glock polygonal rifle or hexagonal rifle barrel, and replace it with a Lone Wolf barrel that has the traditional lands and grooves type rifling versus the hexagonal rifling, and then you're good to shoot whatever. So I went ahead and bought that. It was $112, I think. I think that's a pretty good insurance policy to keep both your gun intact and your life potentially intact. So I'm going to do some shooting with this, maybe compare them a little bit so you guys can see that it works good. As you saw prior shooting, I don't know if you can see this target. I have some people on the range, so bear with me. Those came from the two bottom groups, the two bottom targets I was shooting through the viewfinder, kind of a point of view type shooting, but the center target and the top left target I was shooting normally, and that was a Lone Wolf conversion barrel, 40 to 9mm. So they are very accurate, they are very high quality. I wanted to show you something real quick as far as quality goes concerning the factory barrel versus the Lone Wolf barrel and some of the tolerances. So as you know, on the Glock barrels, especially in the 40, the case isn't supported. I guess the back of the case, I'll show you what that means right now. Sorry if I'm making you dizzy. So as you can see, the back of that case kind of sticks out. But also what I just noticed too is there's a lot of movement, side to side movement, and I think they just do that to ensure reliability. I don't think it's necessarily bad unless you're reloading some high pressure rounds. I think you're going to be okay. But in the Lone Wolf barrel, the tolerance is a lot tighter. It's still not fully supported in the back. I think that's just the nature of Glock and the 40 caliber round, but it is pretty tight quality wise. There's no movement in that round at all. So just something I wanted to note about the aftermarket barrels. So I'm going to throw this together and do some shooting. Alright, so I got my Lone Wolf 40 Smith & Wesson barrel swapped in to my Glock 23, some hard cast lead bullets, and we'll see how they do. You're going to notice a little bit more smoke coming out of the lead bullets. It's just the nature of the beast. So, shooting at the center target. I had one little failure to go into battery. This is the very first time I'm shooting this Lone Wolf barrel though. So they say some they kind of have a statement on their website that would make you a little bit leery of the quality. They say sometimes that they have some issues and you have to allow a break period. Also, you might have to feed some ammo that's a little bit hotter. I have some mildly loaded 180 grain hard cast bullets I'm shooting here, and I did have one that just by a little bit it failed to go into battery, but that was the first rounds through this lone wolf barrel, so I'm not going to hold that against it. We'll shoot another mag and see what happens. As you can see by my group, pretty much superb accuracy. Obviously that's going to be subjective to your marksmanship skills, but I'm pretty happy with that group, needless to say. So I'm going to load up another magazine and we're going to shoot it again. Alright, I'm going to do another magazine dump, I guess. I don't know, I'm just shooting to see how accurate again, I'm about 10 to 12 yards from the target, and we'll see if we get any failures this time. I'm going to shoot at that upper right target. Another failed to go into battery right there. Another battery. Well, that's interesting, but you know, like they said, it needs a little time to break in. You know, this is mainly a range barrel anyway. I think if I was carrying, I would go with the factory barrel, unless for some reason I needed a silencer. But I do have a buddy that carries a Glock 23 just like this with the 40 to 9 conversion barrel in his Glock 23. He carries it day in, day out. He's shot tens of thousands of rounds through it, and his life depends on it. So we're going to keep shooting it here and see if we can get it to straighten out. Alright, third magazine. Lone wolf barrel. Going to go for the upper left hand and see if we get any more malfunctions. That magazine, we didn't have any malfunctions. I think we'll go one more time just to verify. Maybe it's past its break-in period. I don't know, we'll see. Alright, I'm going to drop one more mag. The last mag we didn't have any malfunctions of any kind. So I'm going to go for that lower left. No malfunctions. So I think once we got through those first two magazines, it straightened out, and now it's acting reliable. I'll let you know if I have any more. But as for this video, I'd say it's 100% now. They do say it needs a break-in period, so you can't fault them for that. But now it's running 100% flawless. You know, I was kind of joking before about the difference in price from the hard-cast lead bullets to the jacketed or plated bullets, and it is pretty significant. I can't remember the exact numbers of what I paid for 1,000 bullets, but I think it was somewhere around, I paid $65 for 1,000 rounds, or 1,000 bullets, lead hard-cast from Mastercast. And I think their website's mastercast.net or something. Google it. I think it was like 65 or 66 bucks. And then the plated or jacketed bullets I normally get from Barry's Bullets, and I think they're somewhere around $80 for 1,000, and they offer free shipping. But you're still, you know, you got you know, over the amount. I guess it depends on how much you shoot. For me, I like lead. It's cheaper. You can use it for stockpiling, but the same with jacket. So I guess it's up to you if you wanted to spend a little bit more money, get jacketed. You won't have to deal with the smoke if you shoot jacketed rounds. The extra muzzle smoke from the lead. But if you're not too concerned with that and you just want to make shooting as cheap and economical as possible, I'd go with the lead. But that's just my opinion. If you have any other questions, shoot them down in the comments. And thanks for watching and have a nice day.